Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician and this is Holomancer.
Also, Chief Investigative Reporter Dora joined us this evening.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop. The Titans have broken into the metagame and made a titanic change. Guys, according to the first data after the release, we can draw preliminary conclusions about the best legendary cards for crafting.
That's a great idea, Dora. We've compiled a ton of statistics to help you determine the best cards for your collection. Our utility index algorithm summed up all the data and determined the most useful cards according to a variety of criteria.
On the board you see the main factors and the percentage of their influence on the final result. In addition to popularity and efficiency, important indicators are the usefulness of cards for wild and duels modes, as well as the flexibility and versatility of a card for standard format. In other words, cards get extra points if used in several strategies.
On top of that, I've added star ratings during the reveal season from popular streamers, as well as the expected power factor from our community. This data will help you compare expectations with harsh reality. Looking ahead, I want to say that this time the results are extremely unexpected. Please be loyal to the community ratings. Popular community members make predictions for fun, don't take it too seriously.
In addition to the usefulness of the legendary cards from the Titans expansion, you'll also learn about the dramatic changes that have come to the Festival of Legends cards.
Before we move on to the list of the best cards, you should pay attention to important nuances. At the time of collecting statistics, we were unable to obtain enough data on the usefulness of cards for the duels mode. Most of the hard data on card win rates comes from HS replay at low ranks since the August season has just started, so the results are a little overstated. The same goes for the popularity of new strategies. This is normal for the post-release period, but at the same time it distorts the results a little. Also note that as the game's meta evolves, there will be changes to the utility index for each card.
Don't forget that a utility index result close to 50% does not mean that the card is bad. Most often the card is useful in niche strategies and has potential for at least this expansion phase. Now let's move on to the list.
I have seen all futures. Yours ends here.
All shall pass! May the winds of the north empower you!
Threat detected. Dispatching battle bots.
By honor eternal, we serve.
Life, nature, all flourish under my care.
I will not forsake you.
The legacy of the Titans shall never die! You call down the vengeance of thunder!
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
You will be remade. Impressed by my thunderous display? Our work now shapes life as we know it. What story will you give my work?
The power of a Titan in my hands!
True mages master all magic!
The runes decide your fate. Titan's flame shall never die! Knowledge will be your salvation.
The whispers. I can't resist.
The Time Waves reveal Azeroth's potential. None can stand against Teshalak. Amuse me with your tales of victory.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Fools following a falsehood.
Mechanical host exceeds expectations by 1000%.
As you can see, this time the community's expectations are not true.
If you've been looking at our star rating summary, you'll probably know that the best card during the reveal season was Jotun the Eternal. At the moment, the card is really important for the Demon Hunter, but we have not yet found it in the Wild and Duels modes. The popularity and influence of the card on the metagame is also not so impressive, although it is definitely a very useful and promising tool.
The best card so far is Mimaron the Mastermind. This is the most unexpected surprise, since the community rated this card rather mediocrely. But in our opinion, this is an example of an ideal card for crafting. The card is useful for all constructed formats and modes. Other than that, it is an essential tool for almost all standard rogue decks.
According to community expectations, Shaman got the best legendary cards, but this did not allow him to become the star of the current metagame.
A few words about Plague Death Knight. During the reveal season, we dedicated a special video to this strategy comparing it to Bomb Warrior. To be honest, we were not sure about the success of this strategy, but the synergy is working quite well. At the moment, the archetype is competitive.
Now it's time to discuss the Festival of Legends. As we expected, after the release of Titans, a lot of cards became completely useless. For example, the utility index for 14 cards fell below 10%. At the moment, all these cards are complete garbage. The main disadvantage for many old strategies is the extremely low popularity. We expect that over the next week, the popularity of new strategies will decrease slightly, while the strategies from the Festival of Legends will increase their presence. This will help make the results a little more accurate.
Let's take a quick look at the cards that got a slightly more utility.
Play the bridge, then burn it down.
Thousand Needles, are you ready to rock?
Everybody, pose for the camera!
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't yez?
The Grim Totem have had enough of your noise!
The release of Titans had quite a big impact on the metagame, especially against the backdrop of the not-so-influential Festival of Legends. Almost all new legendary cards are useful, at least for experimentation. But it's too early to talk about the expansion success. Preliminary data suggests that a record low number of tools are useful. Although the emergence of new classes and an increase in sets should have led to the opposite results. This is a completely paradoxical situation. An abnormally large number of cards are so bad that players don't even want to experiment with them even in the post-release period.
Based on all of the above, we want to ask you if we should study in detail the usefulness of buying Titans packs and make a video about this. Please let us know in the comments.
And the second question, how do you assess the impact of the new expansion?
Are you satisfied with the current metagame?
Share your thoughts in the comments and join the polls in the community tab. Also, don't miss our video investigation in which we find out why Hearthstone players received an abnormally large number of free packs.
Finally, we want to express our boundless gratitude to our sponsors. Dear friends, your support is invaluable. Many thanks to each of you.
We also want to welcome new subscribers to our Mathematician Squad. We only see nicknames of public users who have not hidden the subscription section on their channel, but we are grateful to everyone for joining.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for spending this time with us. We really hope that we will have the opportunity to get in touch in the next video.
Take care of yourself.
And never give up.
Job's done.